We still have 50
And we
viewers.
are
That's not that bad.
live! Exactly, back again. It's not a Thursday, it's a special occasion. Welcome guys, and thank you for tuning in to today's Trovo Academy stream. Today we're gonna be having a summary class. I'm your host Simon, alongside me is Benz. Hello, welcome Benz. How you doing, my man?
Hey Simon, I'm doing well. You look a little bit red today. I think we should address that. Like
You look
that's
pale, but
yeah.
hopefully because you had to postpone the stream, you're going in for a surgery tomorrow. That's what you said, right?
Sort of like that. Yeah, I said I need to be taller so I can run faster, so I can race Simon. You know, so definitely.
Finally, the truth is coming out. I mean, someone told me I didn't get enough sun. I had the lightning white. Now the lightning is too red. Maybe one day I'm actually gonna get it. Anyways, guys, let's focus on the stream. Let's focus on the course. Today we're offering you the class number 4. Actually, it's 6 classes, but for the table, I'm gonna show you. It's basically 4 big topics that we're covering. We're also having a special guest stream always in the class, and we'll also having a monetization covered in a separate stream. But today there's gonna be summary. You can enroll. There's gonna be next month also another course starting, so if you didn't make it to this one, you can join our Discord. Link down below. You're gonna know all about it. There's gonna be a sign-up sheet posted once the sign-ups are open again. You're eligible for a Trovo certificate and a Trovo exclusive hat, academy hat, only earned by completing the course. And also you're getting from this is amazing knowledge, how to grow your stream, how to utilize all the social media, how to funnel the people into your stream, and basically everything that we can cover here. Ask your questions. We are at your disposal, me and Benz. Basically, I kind of got lost. I tried to cover too many things.
That's all right. That's right. I think the important summary is that we're offering a course for you guys to get better viewership, higher monetization on your content. Basically, a way to make this your full-time job if that's what you're looking for, or how to start your streaming career or online content creation career, if you will. And as Simon said, today we're having the last class of the course. So if you missed out, don't worry. The class is going to start again in August. Make sure you guys follow our Discord channel as well as the official Trovo Discord channel, because there's going to be obviously updates in terms of when we are going to start. The sign-up sheet, as Simon mentioned, are going to be public really soon, right, Simon? Or is it already out?
It's gonna be published pretty soon once we exactly have the date. When the next course is starting. But regarding the people that are currently in the current course, when will they get their certificate? When will they get the Trovo hat? It will take a little while. It might be up to 3 weeks, but you will eventually want, if you participated in all the classes, if you submitted all the homework that was assigned to this course, you will definitely get it. And it's a permanent hat, and it's also a permanent certificate. So be on the lookout. You're definitely gonna get it. Pasi is still rocking his hat, and he finished the course months ago, and he still has it.
And looking good in it. We have to mention that as well.
Exactly, he's looking good in it. Let's maybe transition to today's what we exactly have in store for you guys today. So above me you will see a short description of the Welcome to Academy, and today we're going to be covering class number 4, which is the summary. Also, every Thursday stream, if Benz didn't go for the surgery tomorrow, we would have the stream tomorrow, but obviously the circumstances are we either had to move the schedule or
yeah, we tried to make the best of it. That's why the stream is today. But yeah, today we're covering the summary, and I think we can even jump into it.
Yes, we can jump into it. Thank you guys again for tuning in, and I hope you're gonna enjoy some knowledge. There's gonna be a Q&A section at the end of the stream, so if you guys have any questions regarding to the course, regarding to me, regarding to Benz, what is happening with us, or any streaming tips, any streaming knowledge that you guys want to share, we also have some prepared statements, so you guys maybe will give us some answers, what you guys are thoughts. So stay tuned for that. Once the presentation is finished, there's going to be a Q&A section. I'm again just mentioning that. All right, Benz, let's maybe start it off and take it away.
All right. So first, a bit of summary of what we discussed last week. What was the homework? As you guys don't know, every week we have a homework for you guys to make sure you practice what we are discussing in the classes. I think we can even jump to the first slide. So this is a previous content homework that we received. Basically, it shows the creator how he planned his content calendar for the full month. You guys can see that in some days he was publishing YouTube videos, Instagram, and TikTok, and even Trovo. But some days she was just streaming, and some days there was less content, etc. But the point is, and the really important side of it, is that she had a plan and she was following that up. So this is a really good example of how your content schedule should look like. It doesn't have to be so fancy as she did it right here. The point is that it's easy to understand and to overview, and you know what you have to do each day. All right, so today's topics are going to be a short summary of what we have learned so far. I will always try to give you guys a bit of summary for previous classes, just to make sure that you guys are all on the same page with us and you didn't forget what we discussed last week. Then we are going to talk about funnels in general, and then we're going to look at how that applies to all the platforms that we have discussed so far and that we have spoke about. All right, so what we have learned how to build following on social media, how to communicate, how much to communicate. We have learned that one of the most important things that you guys need to be keeping in mind is consistency. So if you keep communicating and you do that consistently for a long time, that's going to enable you to reach the results that you're shooting for. So I would say that's one of the key things. They've talked about how important is it to build your brand, your self-awareness, so people who actually watch your stream also know who you are, what you're about, why they should care, who are you as a person. We talked about authenticity, to be yourself and to show a little bit of what you're about so people can relate to it and can find you. We also spoke a little bit about collaborations, and I think we will go to that into a little bit more detail today as well. And then the last thing, which we are talking about today, is how to funnel people to your stream. So basically, we spoke about in the first class, who is your community that you're trying to reach? Who are they and where can they be found? Then we spoken of how you can communicate on those platforms where they are. And then right now we are going to talk about how to get those people from those platforms who you already know who they are, where they are, to the place where you want them to be, which is your stream. So building following, again, we discussed the dream viewer, who's the ideal person that you're trying to attract. How old are they, how they look like, what their hobbies are, what they're interested in, etc. Then we spoke about how they can find them with the Dream 10 concept. So that means like where they're gathering in the internet. If your audiences are 12 to 15 years old Fortnite players, they are most likely in some Facebook groups, they are most likely watching Fortnite content in TikTok, etc., etc., etc. So if you find those places, you already know where they are. That's when we can throw out hooks and find a way to get them into your stream. So consistency, this is, I know I already mentioned this like 3 times in this class as well, and we mentioned it many times before in the course too, but it is still like whenever I'm speaking with any kind of creator and they ask me like, hey Benz, how can I be successful? How can I get more viewers? How can I make this living? This is the key that they have to understand. This is what basically separates you from the people who are not succeeding. If you keep on doing it, you go on. Like if you look at Mr. Beast, who started out at 13 years old and he made it when he became 18. So that's like a 5-year-old journey where he was basically just grinding it every day, 10 to 12 hours each day. Like if you want to be that successful, you need to put in that much energy and that much time to make sure that happens. And regarding consistency, one of the key thing is it's better to start even when you're unsure what to do or how to do it, etc. Just start putting content out, and along the way you can always figure it out. You can always improve it. You can make sure the quality is getting better. You can make sure that you're engaging more with the people. You can always learn and adopt along the way, but it's really hard to grow and improve if you're not doing what you're supposed to do. So yeah, be patient and start doing what you should do, and then everything will slowly get better if you focus on improvements. So build your brand. I think in terms of creators, and especially when we're talking about creators in the sizes that you guys are mostly are, so micro influencers, I would say, with viewers between I would say 5 to 200. Like the one of the key things will be that people remember you, people know who you are, and people can connect to you, you know. Like if you're trying to get them to get back to your stream, if you're trying to get them to donate, to sub, to buy your merch, whatever it is that you're asking them to do, you will have a higher chance if those people are having some sort of a connection with you. And to build out those connection, they need to know who you are and what you're about. So be authentic, show your face, show your personality, allow people to fall in love with you, so to say, and then try to be as engaging with them as possible. These will enable you to have a higher connection with them and to have a good brand awareness, which will enable you to do all the things that we have mentioned right now. All right, so collaboration. This is something that we have touched on in the past, but haven't really deep dived into it. So let's briefly go over it. So again, so far, consistency, following, and then brand. This is what you have to start with. And then when you have a little bit of that, like you have already, let's say, been communicating for a month now, you already have a bit of following, and you're already trying to push for brand awareness, basically, so people understand who you are and what you're about. Then that's when that's when it's going to be very valuable for you to have your dream town list, because on your dream town list there could be influencers who are similar size than you, could be people who are a little bit bigger than you, or it could be Facebook groups which have more people than your community, etc., etc. So your objective at that point should be to find these connections with these people, because instead of randomly streaming hundreds of hours each month hoping that these people will find you, what you're doing is that you know who they are, you know where you can find them, so basically you're going to them and inviting them. It's like, let's say you're selling ice cream, and then instead of going to a ski resort and trying to sell ice cream there, you're going to go to people who you know that want ice cream and need ice cream, so you're going to go on the beaches where it's sunny, where it's very warm, etc. And they just, it's going to be a lot easier to sell your product. In this case, sell your content, or make sure that your content is interesting for them. When we are talking about collaborations with these people, obviously not all the time they will be really thrilled to work with you. So it's important to build out these connections in a way that you're giving them value as well. We talked about value creation and providing value to your viewers a lot. It is a similar scenario in this case. You have to give value to the creator that you're trying to work with. So if you're talking about a Facebook group, maybe you can offer them promotions. You can say that you're part of this community and show the benefits of what they can gain from joining this community, so you're giving them value. If you're talking about the creator, let's say an Instagram influencer, maybe they have their own products, perfume or a t-shirt or whatever it might be. If you're communicating about things that are important to them and promoting the things that they like, that's going to give you some credit towards them, and they will feel like that they want to give you an opportunity as well, or just try to give them advice, try to help them however you can, and then and then this is going to give you an opportunity as well to work with these people. So funnels is basically going to give you, it's going to be a marketing strategy where we're looking at a good big pool of people who are basically in some ways are interested in what you're selling. So in this case, they're interested in the content you're creating. So let's take the example that you're creating a TikTok. This TikTok is going to reach thousands of people, but not all those thousands of people are going to be actually taking the time and buying your merch, watching your content, etc., etc. So there's just going to be, you're always trying to get as many people from the first point where they watch your content to get in your stream, actually be someone who's donating, be someone who's subscribing every month and a strong part of your community. So you guys basically have to take them through this value ladder, which we have discussed in the past. Sometimes we have touched on it briefly, sometimes we have deep dived into it as well. So basically the point is that for you to have more people consistently watching your stream, you need to reach as many people as you possibly can, and need to make sure that you can transfer as many people into your stream as you can. So when we were talking about social communications, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and whatever other platform there that it might be, basically the point is that you're trying to put out as much content as you can, because you're then working with a bigger pool of people. And then if you can get the 1% of those people to join your stream, that's going to be great. But it does matter if you're conveying 1% of 1,000 people and not 1% of 10 people, you know, because that will be a tenth of a people, which is not really useful, you know. So yeah, that's basically the point of funnels, that we are trying to like with a. Do you have a good metaphor for this, Simon?
Simon popping out of the shadows. I do not have a good metaphor. I was thinking of one, but I also think that this is insanely important, like this and the collaboration, the previous slide that you were covering, that people really need to think of this, right? Like, you're just not, don't think of creating, like, let's say you wanna stream, right? But who out there is gonna know that you are actually live? Just because, let's say, Benz would start Call of Duty streams, let's say, and compare that to Benz, instead of just starting to stream, creating YouTube, TikTok content about Warzone, about builds, and then saying, hey, I'm also gonna stream XYZ, and then you can funnel those people into your stream. That's a totally different strategy. That's a totally different ball game. And the same with collaboration. I think on the last slide, that even if you're small, let's say 5 viewers, 10 viewers, and you're thinking, who would like to collaborate with me? Do not miss out on the collaboration part, because yeah, like big content creators like Dr. Disrespect can collaborate with Z-Laner, but he also collaborated with people that have 100 viewers, right? So just try to put yourself in a position that you do explore all the options available to you. Is it through the funnels, or is it through the collaboration? Really think of how you actually want to capitalize on it the best.
Yeah, and I think you can also compare, like, if you're a small streamer trying to, you know, find your viewership and trying to be successful, I think you guys can all relate that the first couple of hours that you're streaming, maybe the first 100 hour even, it's such a struggle to get even one more viewer into your stream. So imagine, instead of the 50 hour you put in extra to get 5 or maybe 10 extra viewers if you're lucky, you spend the 50 hours to create content on TikTok, where if you invest that 50 hours, you can very easily reach tens of thousands of people. And out of the tens of thousands of people, if you even convey, you know, 1% of them to your stream, it is going to be a lot more effective than if you're just streaming another 50 hours. And you already built out the following in that platform as well, which you can, you know, sell to sponsors for promotions, and you can use every other tool on your advantage, and you can take advantage of that later on as well, you know.
Let me give you like a simple example. Right? Let's say you want to play a card game, like a Hearthstone, Gwent, whatever, and instead of just going live with it, you think of yourself, hey, let me just post to YouTube a video reviewing a card, reviewing a deck. People find that video, then they find your link. You also advertise your stream in that video and say, hey, this is gonna be the, like, I hope you guys enjoyed this deck review, let's say, or this card review. By the way, I'm also live on Trovo.live. You can check me out if you have additional questions. And then people at least know on these bigger platforms like YouTube, like TikTok, that you exist, that you're creating content for that particular game that they're interested in. And on top, like, you're giving them value with the deck review or the card review, and they will just tune in and like your friend, let's say the initial couple viewers are just going to interact with you. Eventually, if you want to grow into a massive streamer, you will just scale things. There's a question from the chat, I'm gonna already read it, Benz. Rated ask, would you recommend streaming one game to get a community around that game, or would it streaming different game okay?
I think it depends person by person. We got this similar discussion similar ways. I would say find the thing that you're really good at and really like to do. That could be one potential game in the beginning. That could be just streaming and speaking with people, or that could be, you know, covering new video games that are coming out, etc. Focus on that niche until you build like a base community, and then you can always add to it. You know, like I would never recommend you to 100% lose something that you have already been doing. So switch from, let's say you have been doing Fortnite content only for like a year, and then switch to I don't know, GTA 5 from the other day and never do Fortnite content again. Like there's always, we always recommend to be like an overlap, or at least a transformation period, so you can add to that community and extend it instead of losing the previous community and moving into another one. So yeah, it's not like one game or one content. Try to find what you enjoy, what you like, and then create as much content about it as you can. And then maybe after some point, so let's say maybe you're a Serbian streamer doing content about Minecraft. You know, there might be a certain amount of people who are interested in that, but you still want to grow. So the way you can grow is to either extend the content to a wider audience, or you basically try to raise the effectiveness of how you can reach those already existing communities in Minecraft.
I have another question from the chat. Spider-Man asks, when is Trovo app coming to Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch? Neither me or Benz are not working on the product. We're not even employed by Trovo, to be fair with you guys. And if you have any Trovo related questions with, let's say, because I saw a question earlier as well regarding the Elixir, there is a pinned channel, trovo.live/Trovo, and in that channel you will find Trovo Space, and there you will also achieve feedback in regards and support regards to your guys' questions. So I will just redirect you right there with your questions. I just wanted to mention.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, I think we can move on. So I hopefully you guys understand the concept. Now we are basically just going to look how you can apply that in practice for different platforms. So let's dive into YouTube. So we have talked a little bit about this in the social media segment when we did it. Some of the things that I would like to point out. So one of them is always show your socials on the right upper corner. As you can see, show your Trovo side there, show any of the other platforms where you're actively communicating. This is going to give them, again, an opportunity to see basically that you're present on other platforms, give you a chance to check you out. Your introduction video, which is, if you're talking about YouTube, I would say is really, really important when they first get the chance to see you, to meet you, to understand who you are and what you're about. On that, you can also mention like, hey guys, I'm doing these tip videos on YouTube every Tuesday and Thursday, and if you want to see me play, make sure you check out my stream every Thursday evening or something like that. So basically, even in your introduction, you can do a little bit of call to action to mention that where the main content is happening, or you can say that you're basically documenting the streams with little storyline videos on YouTube. So if they want to see basically the highlight, maybe how the Minecraft challenge have went, they can check that out on YouTube. But if they want to be there with you when it's happening, they can check out your stream. All right, so video integration. So I got you guys an example from another Hungarian streamer, which I really like the creativity of how he approached it. So basically what he did after each of his videos, he had, or after each of his, I think he had these highlight videos of his streams every week, every Sunday, because the creator's name is Sun. You know, it's a creative nameplay. But the point is that sort of Star Wars style, he was displaying all the people who have either subbed to him, donated to him, you know, or who were watching his stream for X amount of time. So basically, he's giving value and showing appreciation for the people who are actively there. So this is going to motivate the community to play a more active role, because as you can see, he had at the time of the screenshot more than 100,000 followers on his channel. So this is going to give them some sort of fame as well, especially if you have a younger audience. This is something they can brag to their basically classmates, you know, like, hey, did you see my name? I was in X and Y's YouTube channel the last time. This was pretty cool, etc., etc. So again, just think of the psychology behind it. Think of why people would care more about your channel, about your community, and want to be part of it. I recommend to do these integrations in the outro segment after video, not at the beginning. In the description you can also mention like the full content could be viewed in the X and Y channels or something like that. Also, these highlight videos, when we spoke about YouTube and what kind of content we're creating, we spoke about two different types of content. One of them is when you're feeding to it. So when you have an already existing community and you're providing content to them, so they are keep actively checking out your YouTube channel, that could be highlight reels from your stream. On those highlight reels, you're not only showing them a regular content of how fun you are and how funny, etc., etc., but you're also promoting your streams in a way, because they can see like, oh, it's actually a really fun place to be. I actually would have preferred to be there. I wanted to comment to this or ask something on this, etc., etc. So the point of these types of videos is showing people how good it would be if they were there, like what they missed out on. So that's another good way to basically promote your stream and give them a glimpse of what kind of stuff is going on your stream. Okay, let's go into TikToks. So on TikTok, you can add your link to your profile. There are multiple ways of doing this, but you can have a link which contains all your link. So if somebody clicks on it, they can find your Instagram, your Facebook, your Trovo channel, etc., etc. That's a very useful tool to basically let people know where other places they can find you. What I would also recommend is you can test out short outros, which are, you show a funny clip from your stream, and at the end, if you want to find more like this, check out my stream. You can play with it. There's a lot of freedom in TikTok and the creativity and what you can do. Also, you can do a shout out. When we were discussing Trovo, we mentioned special event streams, like when you're doing a special opportunity where they can basically look forward to something that they can get hyped about, etc. And then you can do a shout out for that in TikTok. You can say like, hey guys, if you want to play with me this Thursday, there's an opportunity on Trovo, make sure you're there at 7 p.m., etc., etc. So that could be another way of, you're sort of throwing out this hook, like, hey, this is the reason why you should care and check out my Trovo channel, because this and that you can find, or this and that you will get, So yeah, I think we can go to the next slide. Discord. So this is a good place where you can publish your schedule. Trovo has many opportunities for this as well. You can post stream reminders. You can post, again, best moments of the stream to show people why they should be there. I think for somebody who's already part of your Discord community, they are already going to know that you're streaming. They're already going to know that it's pretty good. So I think it's more about giving them the information of when the streams are happening, what's going to happen, what they should look forward to, etc., etc. And then you can make sure that they're engaging with the content as well. So let's say that, and then you can transfer that into your stream. So let's say you're asking them to do a drawing competition. So it could be like, let's make a fun art of the streamer. People send in hundreds of designs, and in the stream, which will be a special event, you're going to evaluate them with other streamers or your friends. So that's a collaboration opportunity as well. So you're basically connecting the dots and then making everything come together. And then it should give you an opportunity to have more engaging community, as well as reach communities that you haven't reached before. Before Instagram, did we get a question, Simon? Did I see it correctly?
Yes, there is a question. I can read it to you. What about older streamers who are not on so many social medias?
I mean, I guess our point is that it doesn't really matter how old you are. You should be in these social media platforms, because the more content you put out, the better opportunities it will provide you. The more people you can reach, the higher the chances that you will have more viewership on your streams. So there are many, like, actually, I'm sure you guys have seen, like, there's a grandma who does content with his grandkid on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube as well, and like they're really enjoying it. So I don't think age is a limitation in this regard. It's more about maybe a bit harder to get up to speed with the current social trends, comparing to someone who's I don't know, 12 years old and already knows about everything about TikTok or Trovo or whatever.
I also see that people out there have to know that you are streaming, right? Like, we often just mention it a lot with bands that utilizing other social media is key to funnel people into your stream. People, let's say, even if you're streaming, let's say you start with 0, right, on Trovo. You have no viewers, you never streamed before. It's not like anybody on the platform, I feel like, is browsing around just searching. I feel like you have to create and give value content somewhere else and then funnel people into your stream, because they already looking on YouTube and Google for that particular content. Let's say I will stick to my example with the event of the card games, Hearthstone, right? If someone is a fan of the genre and you want to play just card games in general, Magic the Gathering, let's say, you will attract those viewers. Let's say you do a video a week, and then people will search for, let's say, how to use XYZ card, and then they will be like, oh, I wish I had some additional questions for this guy that did this card review. Oh, he's live, actually. He has a link to his Trovo stream in the description. I can click it, and there I am. I'm interacting with him live, and then he sees your schedule on Trovo. Oh, he's actually live 3 times a week, so I can be a part of this community if I'm also liking the similar, let's say, games. Like, I'm currently just sticking to my example with card games, right? So that's kind of how I see. Like, I'm trying to just simplify the things we're talking about here, that to make it very easy to understand.
Yeah, and I think you're giving them more value propositions in terms of, like, if you're on Instagram and you're using it properly, you give them an opportunity to see what's going on behind the scenes. When you're not in front of a camera, when you're with your family, your friends, you're chilling or whatever, like that's another perspective that they can get. If you're talking about TikToks, you're offering them a short video version. If they don't have time to watch 20 minutes video, they can just watch a 1-minute video about the same topic, or it could be seeing you within a more fun and unofficial environment, so to say. And then all the different platforms have these variations or adaptations that they are adding to the portfolio. So I don't recommend for people to start from the right beginning in all the platforms, as we have discussed this in the social class, but it's definitely worth starting out with 1 and 2. So one of them being streaming, and the other one could be YouTube, TikTok, Discord, whatever, and then keep adding in onto it if you can consistently deliver on the ones that are already within your portfolio.
If we were to do a tier list of other social media, I think YouTube and TikTok would be definitely like S tier, right, Benz?
Yeah, I would definitely say, like, if somebody is starting streaming and considering what social platform they should use, TikTok and YouTube will be the two that could be arguably the best.
I feel like, especially with the Trovo Space Edition, you can do without Discord, you can do without the Instagram with the behind the scenes. But to gain any viewers, YouTube and TikTok definitely is going to be the place to go. All right. I think we can... is there any more questions? I think we can...
Yeah, I'm just checking.
There's going to be still a Q&A portion of the stream. So you guys, if you have any questions, we're going to cover them later on. For now, let's proceed with the presentation.
All right, so Instagram, we have just mentioned that Instagram is basically giving them backstage access to your life, so they can see what's going on about behind the curtains. Let's talk a bit about how they can be useful for transferring people into your stream. I think stories are one of the best tools for that. They are very versatile, and there are many adaptations, if you're creative, that you can do to make sure that people are transferring into your stream. So the most straightforward ones is like post stream reminders. So you can do a countdown that the stream is starting in 12 hours. You can do a post that, hey guys, the stream is going on, look at how crazy things you are doing, etc. You can also, do like a video of a story video where you're talking about what's going to be going on your stream. You can also mention like promote your special event in your stream, etc. So Instagram stories have many different tools, quizzes, reminders, votes, etc. So you can get people to vote on what kind of game they want to see from you. They can you can ask a question like, do you guys know which days I'm streaming on? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, Sunday, and this is also a way of leading them into knowing and understanding your stream schedule. So those tools are there, and those tools are available for you for free. So if you're using Instagram and you have a bit of following, make sure you take advantage of that. You can also share the most important link in your bio, or you can use the Linktree version where you send where you show multiple links to your channels and platforms. I think we can move on, Simon. All right. So let's summarize a bit what we have been talking about. In the past, in the first class, we have discussed who are the people that are your customers, that are your viewers that you're trying to reach. We also discussed what are the places where you can find them. Then we discussed on these different platforms or places where you can find them, how you can reach them by communicating to them via videos, pictures, etc. After we have established that, we have discussed right now how you can make sure that those people who already found your channels, your pages on those platforms can learn about your streams and how you can get as many of them into your stream. So that's the 3 steps that we are covering with the courses. Obviously, we talk about monetization, etc., which are helpful, but these are basically the 3 steps that you're getting more viewership. So for you to be able to successfully implementing these, you have to create goals, you have to plan ahead, and then break down all the steps. So you can say that, okay, every month I'm going to do 100 hours of work to become the most successful streamer that I can be. Okay, how you're going to utilize that 100 hours? How many hours are you going to spend on streaming? How much hours you're going to spend on content creation? If you have that, what kind of contents are you going to publish? Which platforms are you going to communicate to? What are the niches that you're going to reaching out to? If you do your dream viewers, if you do your dream 10, these are going to be very useful things to help you, just as the content schedule that was the last week's homework as well. Like, all we are teaching you guys are basically useful steps that are getting you closer to successfully implement the things that we're telling you. If you have all this broken down, and if you make sure that people have a way of finding you by showing your socials, again, throwing out hooks as we discussed, the only thing that's left and what you have to do is basically be patient and stay consistent. And I've seen many examples of people doing that, improving their content along the way, consistently putting out more and more content, and within a month they have seen amazing results, and many of them had the chance to make this their full-time living.
All right, I think we can move to the Q&A portion of the stream, Benz. Also, EndGamerFB says, another tip from my end is to visit other streamers. I do this and they know me even more. I get to play with them. That has helped me letting other people... I also stream. Yes, that's what we meant by collaboration. We already mentioned it, but thank you. Appreciate the input, EndGamer.
That's a good example of that you're reaching out to these people, finding a way to play with them, introduce yourself to their communities, introduce them to your communities. That's a perfect example of a collaboration.
That is definitely the perfect example, especially if you're like starting. Let's say you're all streaming on Trovo, and you just get to know the fellow people that stream in the similar language, same language, similar games, same games. Just try to maximize on everything that we're teaching here. Again, we can give you we can show you the path, we can tell you what tools to use, but at the end of the day, it is ultimately your dream, your journey to become the content creator, become the streamer, and you have to make it into reality. And there is the worst thing is not doing anything and just saying, oh, it's not gonna work, or I'm not even gonna give it a try. You have to put yourself out there, you have to try. Even with failing, you will just learn something, and definitely with consistency, like Vince mentioned, you will see yourself pushing forward. Rated says, if you are trying to build a loyal following community, would you recommend using a treasure box, as it just seems a way for people to get free stuff, and for you not using it, you don't have as many people in your stream?
I mean, treasure boxes, you can view it as if you're running a Facebook online campaign, you know, like you pay Facebook to get specific number of eyes or promotions on your content. Could be your pictures, could be your videos, whatever. That will allow you, because you spent a certain amount of money, to get certain amount of eyes on the content you put out. It's up to you how good of your content, how many people are staying in your stream, you know. That it's possible that out of the treasure box 50 people come and 30 people will stay into your stream even when the treasure box is over. It's not highly likely, but it is possible, especially if you're creating a content that is good for them, you know, that is interesting for them, if you're engaging with them. So you can always raise the effectiveness of this if your stream is a higher quality or more engaging or more fun. So I would definitely say that it's a it could be a good tool to use if you're taking full advantage of it. If you're just using it every stream and not doing anything differently or not doing your best, it's not going to give you the most. What do you think, Simon?
I totally agree. You have to test and see the results. Try some streams with boxes, try some stream without boxes. Is there anyone actually staying for the content? Are people just actually coming for the boxes? But always try to maximize the potential of the platform that the platform is offering and the tools that are at your disposal. Definitely give it a go. Marx from Sparta says, sometimes your app Trovo make little crazy, a lot of errors or for connections, I think, or I think
I think here it's important to mention that we are not official Trovo employees or anything like that. We are here to share our experience with you guys from our different careers. You know, Simon as a streamer, me as a influencer agency sort of. So we are just trying to help you guys. We are not the ones developing the platform or the product. We can help you how you can optimize or use the tools to your best of your advantage.
Exactly. And also, if you have any feedback regarding the app, there's a Trovo official Trovo channel linked. There is a feedback section there, a Trovo space feedback section. Post your concerns there, post your feedback there. It's definitely checked daily by admins, by the product team, and they will definitely take your feedback seriously and into consideration. They try very hard to make the product better. I attend a lot of the roundtable meetings, and I can tell you that they definitely do listen, but just take the additional effort and as much details, describe the issue that you were having, what would you like it to look. Just go there, put a little time in, write up a suggestion, and they will definitely read it. Araflaw says, one tip I gave to all of you that also helped me a lot is to help small streamers, like help them configure bots, rate them, host them, collaborate with them, and then you're gonna see they're also going to help you.
Yeah, definitely. It's just again another form of a collaboration. Like you know, it also building out your community, like when you're offering advice and help for people who are starting streaming as well, you know, and have been following you know, you can always give them a hand, help them out. You can never know who can help you in the future.
Let's say the first part of the comment is help them configure bots. That's giving value, right? Rate them. That's sharing your viewers. Collaborate with them. Like we mentioned, basically what you're doing is taking extra steps, going out of your way to actually make it work. You're doing the extra additional push, right, Benz?
Yeah, for sure.
Psycho asks, what do you think about perspectives of the platform, and is there any chance to become more useful than Twitch in future? Thank you.
I think Trovo already has some tools and options for you, which provides or offers better opportunities than Twitch does. Obviously, Twitch has been around for a lot longer time, and they are very experienced in how to, maintain and create a streaming platform. What we are saying now, it's highly like it's our opinion. It's not like Trovo statement or whatever, just to be clear on that. But I think Trovo shows a great potential for the future. They are very innovative. You guys can see that them changing it a lot, and whenever they even make cuts or whatever, they make that to make the platform sustainable for a long-term future. So in my personal opinion, I think the platform is here to stay, and I can see them try to give more and more opportunities for the streamers, such as the T500 program. I think it's very unique, and no other platforms offers anything similar to it, as far as I'm aware.
I agree with Benson. Twitch has just been longer for around, and a lot of people back in the day would, if you said years ago to someone that Yahoo is going to be way smaller than Google, they would not even how Yahoo was so massive, right, back in the day. How is MySpace gone? Here we are, 2022. Only Benz has still MySpace.
Do I have something here in my mouth?
Do you have MySpace, Benz?
I actually never had. I had Eviv, if you remember.
I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I didn't use Yahoo.
That might have been a Hungarian version or whatever, but basically it was it was similar to MySpace. That's the point.
Endgamer says adding a shop is a huge adventure. I recommend it. Seiko says, yes, I agree with your opinion. I believe and hope it will become huge. Exactly, just time will tell. It's a test of time, and definitely Trovo has the potential to become the number one. You never know, and we're definitely betting on it. Are you planning to, plus minus 81 asks, are you planning to penalize box hunters, users who give follow, unfollow just because of boxing? For example, remove from the box.
Again, just to repeat.
Maybe I'm going to say it, Benz. Maybe I'm going to say it. Maybe I'm going to answer.
Go ahead.
I read it, I'm going to answer
this
it.
one.
Exactly, I'm going to take this one. Again, we're not official Trovo employees. We are not in charge of the product team. You can reach the product team by clicking the link in the chat up trovo.live/Trovo, and there's going to be a Trovo space there with feedback section, support section, and you can write it there, your suggestion, how do you see it, what do you not like about the let's say treasure boxes. You would like something nerfed, buffed, you have a different idea about it, definitely post it, they definitely read it. I guarantee you Maggie is going to reply to you, I guarantee you she's going to read your comment. Hunter asked, if I start streaming and I get Trovo 500, will I get a reward like gems?
Do you want to take this one as well?
I will take this one as well. Hunter, Trovo right now, currently, as far as I know, still has different color programs: blue, green, purple, and red. And it really depends which color you are in. So make sure to, again, click the link, the pinned link, trovo.live/Trovo, and there's all the information right there about the Trovo 500. Because for specific regions, it works differently, so I do not know your situation. Or make sure to join our Discord, link down description down below, so I can DM you more information about the Trovo 500. It is, I would say, a little bit more complicated. It would take like 30 minutes for me to explain it. Soy Homie asks, what do you think about the team or sports that many of the team are cheating and scamming streamers in Latin America?
I mean, I don't personally have any experience with them. I think if you do whatever kind of business platform, whatever, there are going to be people who are taking advantage of the negatives and look how they can cheat and play the system, so to say. I think Trovo have been pretty harsh in implementing systems to make sure that nobody can take advantage of the system in a bad way, so to say. That's my take on it.
And again, I'm just gonna mention the same thing again because I have another question. Let me combine because it's literally the same answer. Ara Floor asks, just have a question about the Trovo gifts. Why did Trovo replace the 1,000 gems in the 25 day of streaming with a rocket boost? Again, we're not in charge of those changes. We're not officially employed by Trovo. We're just in charge of the Trovo Academy. So if you guys have any feedback, any questions regarding, let's say, Latin America, go to the Trovo official channel, pinned link, and go to the feedback section, go to the support section, go to all those sections available to you that you can voice your opinions, and they're definitely going to be heard. So make sure to use those.
Just make sure you guys forming it in the correct way, so it doesn't sound like why did you do that or whatever. Make sure you're recommending something or asking why something turned out to be this way. They will be definitely helpful, but if you're phrasing it in a very bad mannered way, there's less opportunity for them to actually help you.
Exactly, and we just don't. We would answer, but we simply do not know, because I am from Poland, Benz is from Hungary, and let's say a question about Latin America. I've never even been there. I have no idea. Benz, have you been to Latin America?
No, Simon only has experience with Latina women, but that's a different topic, guys.
Wow.
We're not going to discuss this.
I told you something. I told you something in secret, Benz, and you just share it to the world. Like, I kept your operation in secret, man. Right?
Do you guys know Shakira?
Yeah. Funny enough, funny that you mentioned Shakira. But PK is her husband, right? And he is born 2nd February 87. That's exactly when I'm born. Literally the same day, same date, same year.
There are no coincidence, Simon.
Actually, Benz, you know what? Like, let's drop this topic, all right? Okay, rated. Is there a way to upload static videos like YouTube to your channel? I feel this be a very good way of promoting your channel when you are not live or having to go through a different platform to promote your channel. That is correct. Rated, there is a Trovo upload feature in the works, currently available to people that are testing it, or Trovo 500 members. Again, if you would like that ability to upload, I think, again, you can click on the official Trovo channel, go to the support, and ask for it. Hey, I would like to test the video upload feature, because I think it's very, like you said, very advantageous to use it. But I also would recommend utilizing other social media platforms, right? Because
I mean, guys, just the important point here, Sir Simon, to interrupt you.
Yes.
Like, it's going to be better if you can do that in Trovo. That's an extra feature you can take advantage of. But the reason why we're recommending to use YouTube, because YouTube going to have different demographic, different pool of audiences than Trovo does. So if you want to extend and grow your viewership, you have to be on places where you haven't communicated before. To reach more people, you have to go to places where there are more people who you're currently not reaching.
Exactly, that is 100% correct. If there is, let's say, a new platform, it's called Benz, right? Let's say, and to Benz you can upload 5-second clips, and Benz is like popping. Like, you have to all of a sudden utilize and download that app and make the best of use of it. As a content creator, you just have to use it. If it will have millions of users, why are you not on it?
Like TikTok, by the way.
Like TikTok, for example, right? Does Trovo detect profanity in streams? And if so, does Trovo lower your chances of exposure in the front page? I do not have any information regarding that, but again, I'm going to send you to the Trovo official channel support section, and you can write your question there. There's definitely someone from the official Trovo support that can answer it, and we'll have an answer for you on that question, sir. But guys, you know me, I will read everything. Like, for example, someone is like, who's taller, you or Benz? Like, obviously, right now, Benz is taller. Like, you actually 100%. Look taller, though.
Yeah, I mean, because I've grown. Like, in the last couple of days, I've grown like a half meter.
That's crazy. Just fish, just nuggets, huh? From McDonald's.
Yeah, just chicken nuggets. Best chicken for nuggets. You. Healthy food,
There is no way. Incredible. Amazing stuff. Guys, are there any more questions regarding the course, regarding anything? Any tip? Make sure just to write it down. We're gonna definitely read it. We're gonna definitely try to hook you guys up with the best possible answer that we do have for you. We'll give you guys, like, let's say 20 more seconds. Thank you for answering. I'm just starting and still learning, and making videos seems a bit daunting.
It's always the first step that's the hardest. Like, Simon has been streaming for quite some time. I haven't done any streams other than the Academy stream in all my life. I remember the first time going live for you guys, and it was definitely not something that was within my comfort zone, but it becomes easier and easier, and you guys see I'm not sweating my face off at the moment, or shaking or something like that. it's the same thing for you guys for videos. Just create one, post it, learn from it, do it again and again and again and again.
And I would definitely also consider something like this, that I think it takes like 60 or 90 days to form a new habit, right? And a lot of things that are gonna give you satisfaction in life are actually not, like, I'm thinking about my gym. I don't know what Bez was talking about, but like, let me use my gym example, right? You don't often feel like going to the gym. But the difference is, if you're, because like, let's say you're motivated, right? So I'm going to the gym, I'm gonna upload the video, I'm gonna edit the video. Today I'm motivated, right? But what happens in the day you're not motivated? You still have to do it, right? You still have to, let's say you're a dad and you have a kid. You still have to provide. So it takes discipline, I would say, and forming a new habit in order to achieve something in life that's very meaningful. And if streaming is the thing you really, really want, you have to go all the way through. Give it everything you got. Give it everything you got. Like, even on the days you don't want to do it, do it.
Or it doesn't have to be specifically streaming, but putting out content in general. Like, you don't have to stream all day, but you should do something each day that basically gets you one step closer to your goal.
So everyone knows, last stream Simon and Bez had UFC fight and Bez won. I won 2K. Wow, incredible scenes. I am up. Seiko asked, will there be any tools for chat, like bets for win a game or something? As far as I know, I'm gonna answer this. As far as I know, there's gonna be a betting. It's in the plan. I saw it in the roadmap for Trovo. I have no idea when it's gonna arrive. Again, you can redirect you to the Trovo official channel. Make sure, hey, when is it coming? If Trovo will have any more specifics about it, but I know they have it or had it already for League of Legends, and I know there's gonna be something like that coming for regular streamers as well, but I have no date yet. Endgamer says, I'm uploading 2 daily videos in TikTok and followers are increasing. That is great to hear.
That's doing what we're preaching, guys. Like, all the feedback that you guys give us related to like implementing that's we love to hear that all the time. You can call Simon at midnight or whatever. Let us know that how we guys are being affected by implementing the stuff we were talking about.
Voidha also asks, if you have lurkers users and if you watch one streamer, the streamer will get hours. Lurking user is just a user that it has a hidden name. Everybody that is logged in to Trovo website can utilize that function. You enable it by going to the setting menu and enabling lurking mode. But yes, you do get hours from lurking users. Endgamer says, I passed from 2-3 viewers to 25 yesterday night. That's a success story. So social media, social networks helps a lot. That is also the comment from the TikTok. I think he mentioned the TikToks. Yeah, so he went from 2 viewers to 25 yesterday. Congratulations, Endgame.
That's a big growth.
That's a massive growth, exactly. And you basically you're doing it. You're literally implementing everything we're teaching here. Monrezkui asked, or the Trovo 500 only lasts a week? I'm very confused how it works. Again, I'm going to refer you to the pinned link, Trovo official channel, support section. All the information you need is going to be right there for you. Does the streamer get watch hours from lurkers? Yes, they do. Do you know it's only skills uses bot viewers? I have no information of that. I think that's a big Greek streamer as far as I know.
I have no clue.
I have a question that kind of is stuck in my head. Is a problem if you spend mana or elixir on yourself? Benz, do you have any information regarding that?
I mean, if you're asking like investing elixir to your stream, as in like in boxes, that could be a useful tool. Like if you're just sending elixir to yourself, I don't really see the point in that.
I mean, maybe let's say someone is, I do understand the angle of this question, but for example, let's say someone is missing Trovo requirement by $20 and can they self-donate to meet that requirement? I would definitely go again to the official Trovo channel support section asks and to make sure of that, because I don't want...
You know, I feel like we should have like a parrot or some sort of a spirit animal for Academy stream, and whenever we get this type of a question, that just pops up and just answers the question.
No, it's good. I can read it. I like the interaction, Benz. Uncle Scully's asks, at some point will upload videos appear somewhere on the site? Again, we have no information regarding that. Uploading videos is a newer feature. I don't think it's fully available to everyone yet, but there are definitely plans. Again, Trovo is growing in the sense what the site is offering, and they will definitely have plans to be more than just streaming platform, right? That's why they're doing all this, all these changes. Bori, does one tap to you make inappropriate content? I do not know one tap to you, and I do not know what his content is. And again, we are not admins on Trovo, so we cannot. I don't know.
And Simon has no experience with anything being anything inappropriate. Just to state it here and now, state it for everyone.
Wow, no, I'm not a liar, Benz. Okay.
We can't cancel Simon, guys. We can't.
I'm in Poland. You can't cancel me anyways. Like how you cancel Poland? Like
I don't know. We haven't figured that part out, but we're working on it with the team.
Thank you for the info stream. You're much appreciated. Thank you guys for tuning in. Benz, I think we already wrapped all the questions, and we wrapped the summary course pretty much. Again, if you're thinking where do you get your certificate, where do you get the hat, when do you get the hat? Again, if you submitted all the homework, participated in all the streams, and you were signed up for the Trovo Academy streaming course, you will get it within like 2-3 weeks, I would say. I'm going to post more information on that on Discord. If you guys are already part of it, please click the link down below to reach me or Benz directly through the Trovo Academy Discord. We appreciate you guys for tuning in every Thursday. This is not a Thursday, but let's pretend it is. Probably someone is watching it on a Thursday, be like, they moved the class. It was one-off example, not example, exemption, and normally it's going to be on Thursdays. Okay, there's again, Darva, we do not have answers to that, but definitely there is something that Trovo's team is aware of. And again, I'm going to refer you to the Trovo official channel, pinned comment, to give your feedback.
All right, thank you guys for your time. We appreciate you guys as always. Please make sure that you follow us on Discord so you can keep updated with the streams when they're happening, when we start the next course, where you can sign up to get the great hat, of course, and potentially other future benefits. If you have completed the course, done all the homeworks, we will make sure that you get your hat. It may take 1 or 2, or Simon mentioned, potentially even 3 weeks, but we will make sure that you got everything, and we will try to do it as fast as possible.
Exactly, and congratulations, because that is
a big accomplishment,
Exactly. And also make sure, like, even if you're like thinking, oh, it's Thursday Academy stream, but I already completed it, I have my Trovo certificate, I have my Trovo hat, make sure to still tune in, because there's going to be special guests, special streams, special topics that we're going to cover in the future. So make sure to tune into that. It's going to be always me and Benz, and then some special guests. We're definitely going to have a special guest in August, but I don't want to spoil it yet. So you guys will have to wait and check it out yourself. But for today, thank you guys again for tuning in. It was ya boy Simon and ya boy Benz. Have a great weekend, great week, and a great weekend, guys.
Thank you, guys. See you.
Thank you, guys.